Hello and welcome to another edition of Up the Reds with me, Andy Canby. Just beating Spurs 4-3 at Anfield. Well, wow, what a game that was. Good game for the neutrals. Probably not a good second half for us Red followers, but we'll get on to that shortly. Okay, interesting lineup with three changes made. Glad to see Luis Diaz um, get a start on the left hand side, and you can see with his trickery and things like that. It was good to see him back. Harvey Elliott replaced Jordan Henderson in midfield, and excuse me, and obviously Kanate came in for Joel Matip. So the game, first 13 minutes, great start after 2 minutes. Jones deservedly getting a goal there. Great work by the team on the right hand side there, playing one touch football. Trent finding Curtis at the back stick, and I tell you what, that is not an easy chance to take, but he took it really well to give us a surprisingly early lead. And then 3 minutes after that, again, some good work on the right hand side where we exposed Tottenham. Again, perfect cross from Cody Gakpo, and there was the main man, Luis Diaz. That was a good finish. That at the near post as he was running across the centre half, and then on 13 minutes, stone ball penalty. What can you say? Mo took the responsibility. If I'm honest, I wasn't confident about him taking the pen after his last two misses, but he calmly took that away. 3-1, so everything looked rosy and comfortable. And then for some reason, one or two of our players started to give the ball away cheaply. One was Robbo. I just didn't think overall generally he had a good game today. I think he was off the pace, he was mislaying passes, setting up Tottenham as well. But yeah, and then obviously they got their lifeline goal again. I've had a go at Virgil about his defending for a few of these now, but he just slipped there. I mean, he went over to do the covering and he just lost his footing. Perisic came across, but again, I thought Andy Robbo's decision in what to do, because there was a player coming to cover round, he should have just stayed in a central position, but he got, which is very unlike Andy Robertson, he got sucked into going towards the ball, and then obviously Perisic chips it over his head, and Kane just about finishes it as it went under Ali's legs. So 3-1 at half time. Everything should be comfortable. And then second half was really played in a funny fashion by us. We didn't create much at all. In fact, we had 4 shots on target today and we scored 4 goals. So they get a second by Song. Again, played him on side. Robbo at the far stick. Song took his finish quite well. There's nothing Virgil could have done about tracking back on that one, because Song's first touch took it away from him. And then they get the third goal by Richarlison. He was doing some chicken celebration or something, shushing the Anfield crowd. And then a couple of minutes after that, in injury time, Diogo Jota took a great pass from a Tottenham player, and he took his finish really, really well. So we win the game 4-3. Jurgen gets into a bit of trouble with the fourth official. He pulled his hammy as he went towards him. He never said a word. He just showed him his teeth. And then obviously the fourth official didn't like what he did. Tierney, our favourite referee, he came over and gave Jurgen the yellow card, and then he said something to Jurgen, but Jurgen could not repeat when he was being interviewed, so which is really interesting. So Jurgen's going to get in trouble for that because he's called out Tierney now. He says, why is it Liverpool? He should have sent off Harry Kane at Tottenham on the tackle on Robbo. Never sent him off. If we're talking about sendings off, yes, Diogo Jota should have got a red card, but hey ho, okay, Tierney didn't give the red card. But we want to talk about things that have been missed by Paul Tierney today. Right under his nose, when Luis Diaz was doing his trickery on the edge of the box, and Skip gets the ball, but it's his follow through that takes out Diaz on his ankle. The lad's been out for nearly 6 months, and we don't want him to be out getting another injury for that as well. So yeah, it was a typical one of those Anfield games, wasn't it? And we've seen enough under Jurgen Klopp. We're cruising, we're dominating in the first half. Second half, we were starting to make silly, stupid errors, which was very. I mean, even Ali was kicking the ball long, but to nobody. We were just giving the ball back to him. I just want to talk about the second half. What I expect, and I've said this before. If we're under the cosh, I want to see players like. I know that Jordan Henderson came on for Elliott, okay, so and rightly so, but yeah, I want players like Mo Salah, who's an experienced pro at the club now, getting more involved in the game instead of letting it go by him. I'd like to see a bit more of him doing that. Cody Gakpo did all right. Darwin was a bit quiet when he came on. Obviously Jota got the winning goal, but other than that, there was nothing else that we were getting from him. Midfield just got overplayed in the second half. We needed somebody with a bit of ball control, just calming everything down. Every non-Liverpool fan, and Jamie Redknapp's one of them. I don't care what you say. He might have played for the club, but some of the stupid comments he made, saying that he thought Konate was given the run around by Song and Kane. No, he fucking wasn't. Okay, so Konate is probably been our best centre half this season. So he wasn't given the run around. He's got extra duties to do. In fact, Trent was interviewed after the game, and he said, "Look, everybody has a responsibility when he goes into the middle of the park, and all the other 9 outfield players know exactly what's going to happen." So yeah, it just summed up our season really to a T. We'd have probably lost that game earlier on in the season or just after the World Cup, but no. So that's what's that? 4 wins on the bounce. Takes us over Tottenham. Just want to talk about Ryan Mason. He's a 31-year-old manager. He was screaming at every foul in the second half to the fourth official. He just reminded me of Frank Lampard Mark II. Probably this is what the Southern teams have as their managers. He was berating about Jota didn't get sent off. Everybody agrees it was a red card, but the way he was going on about it, you'd have thought it lost them the league title, but no, Tottenham don't need a manager like him. He's got no, there's no, you could not see which way Tottenham were playing today. Unfortunately for Liverpool in the second half, they were just pumping up long balls, trying to get behind our high line that we've been used to having. So yeah, all in all, another tough 3 points. We've probably from the first 13 minutes or 25 minutes of that game probably deserved to have the 3 points. Ryan Mason said that his team were the better team today. They were outstanding. They had more chances than us. Well, they might have had more chances, but we were more clinical than them. So yeah, 4 different goal scorers to their 3. So, but hey ho, this is how it goes. So next game, I think it's Fulham, is it, at home, or Brentford, which is on Wednesday night. I only know that because it's my birthday on next Friday. So I'm gonna let you guys go now. Okay, enjoy the rest of the evening and enjoy the bank holiday tomorrow. Up the Reds.